Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. All right, so Caitlin Clark's agent came out and basically said they can't possibly pay Caitlin Clark what she's worth. They can't reimburse her for her value to the WNBA, which, hey, is not a lie. Of course, that's really not how it works. It's a whole, teams pay salaries. There are salary caps in leagues based on total league revenue and all that. But, players aren't they're getting paid by their team for how they perform to win games, not their. Anyway, that's a whole other rabbit hole we're not going to go down. But what's wild is I want to scroll down to the quote here. Will Caitlin Clark ever be paid by the WNBA what she's really worth in that league? I don't think that's possible, she said. Kane represents a number of WNBA players, including Arika and Nafisa. She's part of a larger player body. They all need to be paid more. She should be recognized for what she has done and what she's brought to the league from an economic standpoint. It's as simple as that. Now, they all need, well, I won't get into, they all need more. The league's been bleeding millions every year for 30 years, so that's another issue. But I mean, she's not wrong in terms of what she has brought to the WNBA. And yet, unfortunately, the league and its media sycophants, they still refuse to acknowledge this, which we will get to here in a moment, which is absolutely wild. And as long as they continue to do that, they're going to find themselves in trouble. Because while the league, they should be figuring out how to capitalize on this long-term success, it feels like they're just sort of riding the wave. There's no real plan for the future. They're looking at the CBA and what they can get right now because they just got the media rights deal, what the CBA can get right now based on the numbers we're seeing from Caitlin Clark. But that's both the good and bad of it, folks. Look, Caitlin Clark's impact is absolutely undeniable. Generated an estimated $36 million in economic activity, which I think we have in here, right? If we go down through here, Clarkonomics, dissecting the complexity of paying Caitlin Clark what she's really worth, and we go all down through here, and what we're getting in this article, she generated an estimated $36 million in economic activity just for Indianapolis, responsible for approximately 26 to 27% of the WNBA's economic activity for the 2024 season. That is insane. One player, folks, one player responsible for more than a quarter of the WNBA's economic activity. That is not sustainable going forward post Caitlin Clark. Right? We all know about ticket numbers. The Fever set a record for home and away attendance combined. They did that in only 26 games, led the league in attendance for the first time. One of every 6 tickets sold at a WNBA arena can be attributed to Caitlin Clark. There was a 500% increase in merchandise sales. We know on television, Caitlin Clark averaged 1.17 million viewers. The league without Caitlin Clark, 394,000 viewers. Huge, huge difference. Viewership spike contributed to 45% of the total broadcast value for the WNBA in 2024. And yet, the media keep trying to downplay her impact, talking about the growth of the league as a whole. Look, the numbers don't lie. I just gave them to you. You can be upset about them, but you cannot dispute them. And yet, folks, we still get this. This is only about 25 seconds long. This was just posted. This is new. This is in response to what I was just telling you about Caitlin Clark's agents saying she can't be compensated for her value. It's so big.
I think it was like a little weird the way that it came through. And a lot of people had things to say about positioning just Caitlin Clark, which I agree with because she's not the only player that brought in revenue. She's not the only player who's bringing in eyes. She's brought in a lot. Her impact is great. But you could say the same thing for the entire rookie class that came in last year, and other players as well that are existing that are bringing in so.
This is one of the most insanely stupid things I have ever heard. And I'm fascinated by her ability to say that with a straight face. I don't know if that's like sociopathic or what. Maybe she was just given a sheet of paper and said, these are the talking points. But this sounds like everything we heard all season long, and they're still playing this same nonsense. I just gave you the numbers. Caitlin Clark is responsible for more than a quarter of how did I word economic impact? Is that right? That's how I worded it. And yet, yeah, economic activity, I guess is what I said. More than a quarter, one player. And this lady is sitting here now saying, even though Caitlin Clark drew over 1 million, almost 1.2 million viewers, the rest of the league under 400,000, she's going to sit here and say, you could say the exact same about the rest of the rookie class. So how many were in the rookie class? Because if they all are responsible for more than a quarter of the league's economic activity, I'm not sure that maths, if you know what I'm saying. It sounds, right? It gives me flashbacks, folks, flashbacks.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Okay, yep, about interesting there, don't we think? So just real quick, let's go. Angel Reese is in Unrivaled. This was a chance for all the people yapping, all the Angel Reese fans, all talking about how popular she is, and she is, but she's not for her basketball, right? And that is what we're always talking about with the comparisons with Caitlin Clark. No one is watching Unrivaled, and Angel Reese is in it. It had a probably above expectations opening night, although still not good numbers in general. It did a little less than what the WNBA minus Clark was averaging. You know, it was like, I think it was like 360,000 or something the opening night, and had a couple other nights maybe in the mid twos. But for the most part since, other than a spike on the 1v1 finals night, which I think did 260,000, Unrivaled has been in the 140,000 to 190, 200,000 range, right? So we'll be nice and so we'll say 150 to 200,000. Terrible numbers. Where are the Angel Reese fans? They clearly do not tune in for her basketball. We all know those numbers would be triple, if not quadruple, if Caitlin Clark were playing in Unrivaled. I mean, this is wild what this lady is saying. This would be like Apple saying, no, the iPhone, that's not really driving our revenue. All of our products are equally important. They've all had equally the same amount of impact. No, they haven't. Stop it. Again, I want to hear that part again because this is wild. Listen closely to this.
Her impact is great, but you could say the same thing for the entire rookie class that came.
Her impact, you could say, did you all listen to those numbers I just gave you? You could say the same thing for all the rookie class. This is I can't even with this right now. This is so unbelievably wild that they're spouting nonsense like this, because that's what it is. And here's the thing, WNBA has never turned a profit, so it's tough to justify these higher salaries. And like I said, Clark is changing that. She's making the league money. They probably, if they're doing it right the next year or two, actually turn a profit. But can they sustain it? That's going to be the issue, because if they don't figure it out, they're going to be like the person who wins the lottery, and then somehow they're going to end up broke again in 5 years. The WNBA cannot make the mistake assuming the Caitlin Clark boost is forever. It's not. They need a long-term plan. However, if they keep believing the stuff this lady just spouted, they seem to believe it is a long-term boost because they think Caitlin Clark isn't the one having the impact. Look, the players right now, with the way things are looking, with the media rights deal and the Caitlin Clark numbers, they're going to get an advantageous CBA. But if they don't convert the Clark boost to the rest of the league, and they did not with Unrivaled, they could come back and destroy everything down the road. It's great for the players playing the next 5 to 10 years, but maybe not so much after that. Right now, it feels like they're just squeezing. They're squeezing as much out of Caitlin Clark as they can without actually positioning the league for success past Caitlin Clark. And if they do not shift these gears, they are going to look up one day and realize they wasted the biggest opportunity in league history. Because also, if they do start turning a profit, then the NBA might turn off that spigot. They might say, hey, all right, cool, profit, you are on your own from here on out. And so if they cannot sustain that and shift it from Clark to the WNBA, and again, Unrivaled is an indicator that so far they cannot. The WNBA has two choices going forward. Ride the Caitlin Clark wave until it crashes into the store, they break their board, hit their head on a rock, or use this momentum to build a profitable, popular league, which means marketing the right way. It means improving the product, which I am not seeing at all Unrivaled. It was painful to watch last night. painful to watch last night. I can count, I won't recite them now, but I mean, a lot of these stars, we keep talking about missed layups. It's not just Angel, folks. She looks the most awkward because she doesn't know how to shoot them. And probably, yes, she misses the most, but she is far from the only one who can't make a layup consistently. Stars of the league can't do that. And if players want to get paid what they believe they're worth, they need to improve the product so more people watch. Because I tell you, if they fumble this, it is on them. It is not on Caitlin Clark. What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? Is the WNBA positioning themselves for success? Or is it the fact that we've got too many people like this?
And a lot. Her impact is great. But you could say the same thing for the entire rookie class that came in last year.
If they believe that,
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
if they believe that, then the league is not going to try and make changes. And for me, that means they are in trouble long term. But let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. I mean, deep down, are you shocked that they're still regurgitating the same, it's not Clark, it's the rookie class stuff? Are you, I mean, on one hand, I'm not, but I'm a tiny bit that we're still doing that at this point. It gets, especially for something so easily determined when you look at the numbers. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking this out. Go have a fantastic day. Hit the like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. I will talk to you later.